Good morning, everybody. Today's October 6th. Dr. Vuong here with a very quick COVID update. Numbers are around 100,000 cases per day here in the United States, with Alaska being really hot. They are rationing healthcare now. Alaska is isolated. There aren't many hospitals you can't transfer to. If you're short on supplies and oxygen stuff, you can't get it in the next hour or 2 hours. You know, here in the medical center, if you need if during surgery, if they were like, oh my God, we are out of this one thing you need, we're like, what? And then, you know, they'll call around and say, okay, this hospital across the way, we can run over there and get it right now. And it might be a 15, 20, 30 minute delay, depending on where I am, which hospital I'm at. Could be up to an hour. But anesthesia would just keep the patient asleep. We would wait for the necessary part. In Alaska, you don't have that. You don't have that luxury. So now they're rationing care for hospital patients. But what I want to talk about is a couple of things. You know, these numbers are coming down from a high of like 175,000 average. I mean, we went over 200,000 several days. And we're back down to about 100,000, right? And people are like, oh, this surge is over. Dude. This time last year, we were at about 14,000. We got as low as a 11, 12,000 7-day average, right? This time last year. And now we're about to head into the holiday season at 100,000. How low do you think we're going to go by the time Thanksgiving gets? Okay, Dr. V, you're just a fearmonger. Like 75,000, and now you're going to go into the holiday season? And you know Americans are going to celebrate holidays. The only question is what percentage of us are going to be vaccinated, right? And that's what we're going to do is, you know, like, you can't come over unless you're vaccinated. We're only gathering with vaccinated people. And I think people are getting, like, we used to try to respect people's privacy, you know, and be like, we're just going to assume you are vaccinated, or, you know, you play it safe. And the assumption is because you're level-headed, you've been vaccinated. I've been surprised. A couple of people I've hung out with them, like, what do you mean you're not vaccinated? It's kind of bizarre, but that's okay. So I think people are getting braver about setting the standard. My birthday celebration, we last weekend, everybody there was vaccinated. So it is just like, this is going to become a thing where we go every, like, holidays, right? You can't come over for Thanksgiving unless you're vaccinated, for example. Now, Britain, you're like, well, what's happening in UK? So UK is a good indicator for the United States, man. Their surge was like 40,000, then they dropped back down to about 27,000. They've been cruising around 33, 34,000 cases a day for the whole fucking time. So what if we get down to 100,000 or 75,000 cases, but we're going to be doing 75,000 cases a day, like, for the next 2-3 months, and then we're going to hit another uptick? That's what will happen. And, you know, it's just all the conspiracy theories and stuff. It's just mind-boggling, you know. All of these healthcare workers, teachers, everybody, they're rushing to get vaccinated. Don't listen to the people that sit there and go, all these doctors and all these nurses are refusing the vaccine. No, they're not. I'm telling you, we live in this world where I don't care. They don't care your politics. You're going to have to show proof of vaccination. You're going to quit healthcare, go work for Amazon, you need to show proof of vaccination. You're going to quit healthcare, you're going to quit being a teacher and go work for UPS, you're going to have to show proof of vaccination. You're going to work for the government, you need to show proof of vaccination. I don't know what to tell you, man. So this is just a temporary blip in craziness. And the other thing I'm going to say, last thing I'm going to say, like, you can look this up. I'm waiting to see it come out in a more reputable website or source, but I believe there's good indication that India really has dropped the recommendation for ivermectin and for zinc and vitamin D and hydroxychloroquine and all of these other crazy medicines, you know, as recommendations. So all the conspiracy people who go, ivermectin just, you know, like, crushed the India COVID pandemic. I'm like, no, it did not. Like, you know, COVID burns itself out after a couple of months. We're not really sure why, and the numbers in India are probably way underreported. But regardless, that you should be seeing that in the news here in a couple of weeks, if not sooner, about India dropping the whole ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine debate, and including zinc and other vitamins, man, quite honestly. And you can go back and look at my other videos. I've done videos where I said, I'm going to break down what is the current data. And I said, I said zero evidence for hydroxychloroquine, done deal, not even, you know. Ivermectin out, plus minus, you know, Oxford's currently studying it, but the data is really building against ivermectin. And I even said vitamin D is not, plus minus, probably more minus, not really helpful. Zinc, not really helpful. I mean, go back. I mean, I did that video in the spring. I mean, you know, 6 months ago. Anyway, we have a solution to this pandemic. It's called vaccination. And let me do one more thing before I go. The people who sit there and go, you know, the big pharma is suppressing ivermectin because, you know, they can't make any money on it. It's cheap. And it's not that cheap. First of all, how much do you think a prescription of ivermectin costs that's going to last you through the whole pandemic? How are you taking it? You taking it as a treatment? You taking it as an everyday preventative? Just tell me how much you're going to pay. You're paying for it, right? Oh, Dr. V, my insurance. Well, okay, insurance, blah, blah, blah. But what is cheaper than free? Your vaccination is free. Ivermectin might be $1, but it's probably closer to $4 a pill, $5 a pill that you're going to take. What? That's not that cheap, you know? And like, what's cheaper than free? I don't get it. Anyway. All right. Enough of that. I'll see y'all tomorrow for another COVID update. Bye, guys.